members and counting is just outrageous. And yeah, the hypocrisy. I mean, who are they to sit and talk about morality and morals, especially religious morals, when he's over there doing these kinds of things? I know he was 15, but still, that's ridiculous.
At 15, you know right and wrong. I mean, you know the difference. Sure, you're not an adult, and yes, of course, you're still in formative years, but there is no question as a 15-year-old boy.
It would still be weird, even if he was a 10-year-old kid doing that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Especially because it's forcibly, right? It's not just, oops, I bumped into you. It was forcible actions. Josh has apologized. I do want to let it be known. He's apologized. He said that he had confessed this to his parents when it happened. His father then had actually taken him to speak with a police officer, an Arkansas state trooper, who was at the time a personal friend. No action at that time was taken, although he was given a, quote, very stern talk. So, that's something. That officer, though, oddly enough, is now serving a 56-year term in prison for child pornography. So maybe not the right person to be giving a stern talk. Josh also said he said that following it, it's a quote, "We spoke with the authorities where I confessed my wrongdoing, and my parents arranged for me and those affected by my actions to receive counseling. I understood that if I continued down this wrong road, that I would end up ruining my life." No, that is lovely, and an apology is much appreciated, and apparently all is forgiven because everyone is coming out of, we haven't heard from the sisters who he took advantage of or the woman who I believe was a babysitter, but we've heard from his wife, saying that he had confessed this prior to their marriage. The parents, Jim, Bob, and Michelle, saying that this brought them closer to God and it was a very dark time. But I've got to say, he talks about if he goes down the wrong road, it would ruin his life. What about the lives of the people who he assaulted? Like, that to me is so affronting and so full of ego, in my opinion.
Yeah, I mean, it's true, and it's just blatantly weird. But I mean, the fact that he's on this show is the only reason we're talking about it. I got to admit, I've never actually seen this show. I don't know who actually watches this show. I mean,
I watch this show, and I like this show.
Well, is the show going to survive now? I'm so sorry to burst your 20